This is Goku-san, DBZ, and welcome back to Comic Book Pickups. And, yeah, pretty heavy week, I will say, for the most part, everything combined. The first of which is issue number 13 of Guardians of the Galaxy, which has a very nice cover. Which, of course, we see Gamora. Very nice looking new issue of Guardians of the Galaxy. Next up is issue number 13 of Venom Space Knight. Pretty cool cover right there. And you see a lot of occult symbols and stuff. Well, yeah, there's a reason for that, though. That's because they're now in a parallel world where we have the Revengers, which is an evil version of course, the Avengers. I'll give one more picture so you can see overall. But yeah, this is an alternate universe, I guess you could say, where he has gone. And I do, for the most part, actually in Venom Space Knight stuff, I love the whole design of Venom look. It's a very cool and very different look than the traditional Venom look. And I will say, for the most part, I may actually like Flash Thompson Venom more than Eddie Brock Venom. But keep in mind, Eddie Brock was a villain, Flash Thompson's an anti-hero. Next we have issue number 10 of SpiderMan Deadpool. And we see Spider-Man Deadpool playing video games, and it looks like a PlayStation controller in their hand. Check out that awesome 2-page, and it looks like Spider-Man just hanging around. Bad pun, I know, but hey. And it looks like him messing around with a Deadpool action figure, which is kind of funny. Next up is issue number 7 for Star Wars Poe Dameron, which has been a really good series for the most part. It has had really great overall storytelling. And also, as always, great artwork, which I expect nothing less from the Star Wars comics. Definitely a good job on the facial expressions, art-wise, when it comes to Poe Dameron. Next up, issue number 24 for Star Wars. And there it looks like we have a stormtrooper with a lightsaber, which is kind of interesting. And I would say it's going to be another great issue. Next up we have 2 Rebirths this week that I picked up. Before I review just Teen Titans, which was the standalone beginning of Rebirth. And the same for Batman Beyond. This is the official first issue though. Awesome cover there with the Teen Titan members. With, of course, Damian Wayne in the front, and in the background his grandfather, of course, Ra's al Ghul. And there we have Starfire. And an advertisement for Lucifer. No, that's not good. But definitely good artwork. I will say about the Rebirth comics I've been picking up. Next up, we have a variant cover for Batman Beyond. And man, is this an awesome cover. And I'm just so happy Terry McGinnis is back. Next up, we have issue number 16 of Descender from, of course, Image Comics, which outside of Marvel and DC, Image is hands down my favorite. I probably buy equally as many Image Comics as I do DC Comics. I will say I have stopped picking up the issues for Civil War 2 because the story arc is pretty boring. Not the best rhyme. Next up we have from Boom Comics issue number 8 for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And there we have an awesome cover. And there, of course, we see Tommy the Green Ranger with the Dragon Zord, which is awesome. Three issues left. Issue 217 of Savage Dragon. And the only reason why I picked up is because right now he's doing a special crossover event with Spawn, which is the reason. Now if you pick up and look at this comic, this is how comics looked in the 1990s. And second to last, a Street Fighter comic pickup, which you can expect a review in the next week. Street Fighter Legends Cammy, issue number 4. And that is an awesome cover right there. And you guys are going to be excited with the very last issue, which you can expect a review this weekend. And last but not least, Street Fighter Unlimited, issue number 11, with Evil Ryu on the cover, which is gonna be awesome. And so you don't see spoilers, just pick early pages. And 3 game pickups this over the last week. Received in the mail. I won in a eBay competition, well, auction, and I managed to get collector's edition of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which I love the whole look of the gold cartridge. It's just so cool. Next up, 2 import games. The sequel, Panzer Dragoon Zeit, which is interesting, they chose a German word. But yeah, it's Panzer Dragoon 2, which I can't wait to start playing. And you can expect a review first of Panzer Dragoon. And Marvel Superheroes. Awesome Marvel, of course, fun game from Capcom. Can't wait to review that. And I'm going to be doing an unboxing next time. But look forward to these reviews. And I'll see you next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. Follow me at twitter.com/GokuSunDBC as well as Google+. And please give me a thumbs up this video and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time here in YouTube land.